Hello world, I am so excited to be here at Carowinds today because it is going to be our final update before Scarowinds this year. Now if you remember, last year was closed due to the whole age of the face mask stuff. So 2020 season did not happen for Scarowinds. Now that it's 2021, it's a go. We've got a few new houses. Actually, I think it's 2 new houses and 1 new scare zone. And I'm gonna walk around the park the weekend before it opens and show you what's to come. I will be doing an awesome video here opening day for Scarowinds, so if you're interested in that, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell because I'm gonna have so much fun. We've already bought like the little express lane pass for it and everything. I'll give you tons of info and I'm just so pumped up, guys. If you can't tell, I'm about to lose my mind. But for now, we're gonna go do an update. Let's have some fun. Now, I started this video right next to Harmony Hall's restaurant, and I've noticed that these big yellow tents are put up here. I don't think this has anything to do with Scarowinds. I think my awesome wife told me that this is actually part of the Great Pumpkin Festival, and that's like a Halloween event for smaller children. You know, Scarowinds is a little bit more gory and extreme, so they have a separate event for little kids, and I think this is part of that. Now we're gonna head on into Camp Snoopy here because on the left, if you go around this little bend right here, there is gonna be our first scare maze and it's called Depths of Darkness. So we're gonna see what we can see of that. It is behind a fence and I generally don't like lifting the camera above fences and things, so we'll see what we can see. So Depths of Darkness is gonna be right next to the Woodstock Express. That's that big purple roller coaster, the Snack Depot, and right underneath the Intimidator over here. We are rolling up to our very first haunted maze here at Scarowinds. Now, I want you all to keep in mind that the haunted mazes are in buildings and they're bigger and more elaborate. The scare zones are on the walkways, like in the paths on the sidewalks to get to each ride. So they're a little bit smaller, but they're still a lot of fun. This particular haunted maze is called Depths of Darkness, and it's about a serial killer on the loose trying to kill you. You don't want to die, and neither side will compromise. Now, I can't see much because it's behind a fence, so I can't really give you much updates on this except for the Fright Lane sign here. The Fright Lane Pass is a pass that's going to allow you to bypass the bigger line and let you take a shorter line to get into the haunted mazes. I have purchased that, like I mentioned earlier, for the very first opening day of Scarowinds, and that will be in my video next weekend. So if you want to see that, don't forget to hit the subscribe button because I'm so excited and I'm going to get the heck scared out of me, and it's going to be a little bit funny. All right, when you exit Camp Snoopy, you're going to come up on this scare zone. It's called Raven's Nest. This is going to be a new one. So I'm really excited to see it. It looks like there's like bird people walking around with huge beaks and things, but this is the update on it. I did not see these cages the last video I did on this. This is an important thing to keep track of right here. Right now, you are required to wear a face mask in any indoor section of Carowinds. That involves buildings and things. So if you go inside of a building, you have to put on a face mask. That might carry over to Scarowinds, I'm not sure, but if that matters to you, you definitely want to check on the website to see what the face mask rules are before you come to Scarowinds. Over past Afterburn, there is a scare zone called Carn-Evil, and it looks like this is the only new thing that I'm seeing so far. It says cheat, lean in as far as you want. I don't know what that means, but I'm guessing something's gonna jump up and scare you. Yeah, look, it looks like they've got like a little pedal there, and when you press that pedal, something happens, like a loud noise or something robotic jumps up, like mechanical or something. But these toys are not ready to be handed out to kids. They're a little dirty, so I'm guessing this is part of that scare zone. All right, I figure I might as well show you guys the other stuff from Carn-Evil. There's like a clown down there. There's a clown here. I don't see any doors on these, so I don't think anybody's going to jump out at you. This scare zone's been in effect at Carowinds for a long time. But I just can't remember it. It's been a while since we've done it. But look over here at these like circus cars. They got some crazy things inside there. That dude's petting that crazy looking monkey. I don't think I'm going to mess with that. Let's go down here and check out the red car. All right, the red car looks like there is something being covered up in here. You see there's like a little piece of cloth down there. So I'm guessing this is a little too scary for kids to see. I'm telling you, this is kind of an adult event. There's lots of gore and things like that. So that may be what we're dealing with right here. We're coming up on Dead Man's Landing right now, and it is a pirate-themed scare zone. I don't know about you, I like meat, but I don't like my meat to look like this. This Skull Rock right here, it puts me in the mind of Skull Island, like Kong in Universal Studios. But yeah, they have like water or something coming out of the eyes. I can see pipes up there, and there's a little pool at the bottom to collect it. And if I remember right, there is a mermaid and a pirate that sits in this area for photo ops. Dead Man's Landing has a big old ship here that's broken in half. Let's go check out what's inside of them. I remember last year they had a huge cannon, and I thought it was inside one of these things, and it would go off every now and then. It scared me half to death. These guys look like they did not make it out of the shipwreck, and it's like they might have some treasure. That looks a little empty in there. Let's go check out the other side. Not much in the other side, just a bunch of stuff that fell over and stuff. So they may end up putting that cannon back in here, like in this area. I hope they do, because that thing was terrifying. Right next to Chickies and Pete's, there is a scare zone called Grave Walkers. Now, I talked about this in my last video, and I don't think they've really added much new because there's not much to this. However, I am seeing a horse carriage right here, like a funeral thing. What do they call it? Like a hearse. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. A hearse. So a horse-drawn hearse? I don't know. That is pretty creepy. I always get kind of the jitters walking over here to stuff like this. Looks like people's already drawn in there. Right next to the Carolina Cyclone is going to be one of my favorite haunted mazes, Slaughterhouse. It's right through this little fence right here and straight on back right where my finger's at. It is about like a crazy meat market that cuts up people and stuff, and the meat market is called Red Ribbon Meats. Now, the reason I like this is because it was one of my first haunted mazes here at Scarowinds. Obviously, there's not going to be much of an update for this one because it's behind a fence and we can't really see that much. Let's make our way right by the drop tower over towards the hurler, and you're going to get another scare zone. This is going to be called Bloodyard, and the story for that is you find yourself lost in a crazy junkyard of mean people, I guess. They have axes and things in the picture. But yeah, there's going to be a show here called Heartbeats with a DJ and dancers. It says I can get a little steamy and risque. So we're going to take a quick stroll through Bloodyard, and man, this is a nice truck. Someone could fix this up and drive it around. Ooh, I don't know about that. A lot of rust. Don't throw this stuff away. Oh, it's not part of the junk in the junkyard. It's actually the car hauler for the junkyard. Ooh, look inside here. Looks like this junkyard is pretty good for throwing away car parts and people. Right next to the Fury, we're gonna go check out Silver Scream Studios. And the entrance to this haunted maze is right here. You can see it by the Fright Lane sign. And yeah, it's way back there, so we're obviously not going to get much of an update for this one. State Line Designs was where they had the last merch for Grand Carnival, so I'm guessing that this is going to be full of Scarowinds merch when that time comes, but I don't see anything Scarowinds related right now. Now we're over at a place that a water ride used to be in Carowinds, and that water ride was called Rip-Roaring Rapids, and it's been closed down for quite a long time, and it was actually rumored that it was coming back because the ride actually started showing up on Carowinds' app. There was footage of new wood being replaced inside of there, so everybody thought Rip-Roaring Rapids was coming back, but it's actually not. They're actually replacing some of the wood in here for a haunted maze called The Reaping. If you can see underneath the roof there, there's like dead corn husks and stuff. And the story behind The Reaping is that there are going to be some possessed scarecrows trying to attack you and things. So no news of Rip-Roaring Rapids coming back yet, but let's hope it does in the future. I'm looking forward to having like a little water ride within Carowinds. Underneath the Nighthawk here, you're going to find a place called Ripper Alley. I have no idea why that says Fleet Street, so if somebody knows, let me know in the comments. But we are going to take a walk through Ripper Alley. So this scare zone is a place in London that prosperity forgot. And it's full of misery and things, and when there's misery, there's ghosts. So that's the story behind this scare zone. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought that this scare zone used to be over more towards Harmony Hall area. But yeah, it's a gorgeous scare zone. It seems like the longer we go with Scarowinds, the more elaborate these scare zones get. So hats off to them. I mean, 2021 is going to be an awesome Scarowinds here at Carowinds. Once you exit Fleet Street / Ripper Alley, you're going to be able to go over here to this cool new haunted maze. It's going to be called the Tooth Fairy. And let me tell you, they released a picture of this on Instagram the other day, and it was freaky. Like, really cool makeup and things on these scare actors. So if you want, you can follow me, because sometimes I share these things out on Instagram and let you see them. I also have a lot of news and things about Carowinds too you might like. Right next to Blue Blasters, we're gonna find ourselves in Dead Man's Revenge, and this has a nice little gazebo here that they play live music at, and there is a lot of new stuff here, just like this saloon and the Grand Hotel. Oh no, it looks like Blue Blasters is closed. I hope it reopens for Scarowinds. But yeah, there's a lot of nice, cool things around here to enjoy in this place. This building right here on the left that we're pointing at right now is like a horse stable kind of thing, and they have a horse jump out, and it is freaky. They have like smoke and things. I'm gonna try to look through the cracks here to see if I can see it. Oh my goodness, I'd have a heart attack if something was in there. But yeah, how do you say that? Livery or livery? We're heading across the bridge here at Kitty Hawk, and I wanted to point something out. You see these lights up here? This is part of the lighting system for Scarowinds. They do the whole park up. It's not just the scare zones or the scare mazes that I showed you. The whole park is really dark. They've got fog everywhere and creepy lights. It's amazing. I have so much fun at Scarowinds. I can't even tell you how much fun I have at it. And up at the front gate, when we're leaving, we found out that they're doing some rehearsals for the new show called The Queen's Ball. They say there's gonna be lots of dancing, acrobats, and sideshow stuff. I'm just gonna point this out. Look how many like light things are up on that beam up there. This is gonna be a pretty good show, and there's like a big TV in the back and stuff. And that is a wrap for our Scarowinds update. This is gonna be the last update before we actually go to Scarowinds. So if you enjoy this stuff, you're gonna wanna hit the subscribe button, because I'm gonna have a ton of Halloween videos out here at Carowinds for Scarowinds and other local haunts. And I'm telling you guys, I am so excited. I feel like Halloween was canceled last year. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you had a good time. But for now, I'm gonna have to get off of here and relax. My hips are killing me. But thanks for playing. Bye.